Hi, it's V from Bala, and I'm blowing it up on Capital Chaos TV.
Good evening, Violet. How are you? What have you been working on lately?
I've been working in my school with the kids, teaching music and drums to a bunch of little kids. So my head is like,
How old are the oldest and how young are the youngest?
5 years old.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
And you are in Spain, I take it.
Yep. In the north, in Galicia.
Talk a little bit about Spain, and I mean, obviously here in America, we've heard the horror stories of last year. How have things changed, and how did you manage to make it through? And did you do any panic shopping?
Yeah, no, no, I didn't. I don't believe in that. So no, but toilet paper we're over here too. So yeah, and well, it's been a pair of tough months. Just in back in March 2020, March and April and June were tough because we had to be closed in our homes, and I had to teach online, so it was tough. But well, then we could go out just until early and until 9 at night, and that's super early for here in Spain, because here when we go out from work we love to grab beers and that stuff. So yeah, it's been difficult.
I'm assuming that you're on the upswing. If things are getting better there, things are
Yeah.
improving.
Yes, they are getting better. Actually, it now it's different. It depends on the region you are in Spain. So for example, Madrid is very open, and other communities are closed and they can do nothing. Here in Galicia, in fact, tomorrow they're gonna give up with the, how do you say, the wait, I'm waiting for, I'm looking for the word, the curfew, yeah, that's the word.
Curfew. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Tomorrow it ends here, so we could do normal life, we hope.
How exciting is that? That's amazing.
Yeah. It's amazing. There is still, bars are closing early, and you can be with all of your friends at your home, just 4 person, and you have to be living with them. But police doesn't go inside your house to look it, so will be a little bit evil.
Let's talk about how you discovered the kind of music you play. What was your gateway band?
Well, I'm a very rock and roll and punk person, but it's true that I'm answering for me and for my bandmate Anxela. I would say that probably when we discovered Nirvana and Babes in Toyland and Led Zeppelin and all that stuff, something changed. Like, wow, this is something different from what have we heard before, because I was into classic rock. I loved Led Zeppelin, and I loved Black Sabbath, and I loved all these classic rock and roll bands, and when all the grunge scene started to grow up, it's true that I didn't born with internet, neither Angela. So earlier was much more difficult to find music, because I remember that I was saving money to go to the store and buy a record, and a lot of times I didn't like the record that I bought. So it was like, wow, okay, I have to wait 2 more months to get another one. So it was tougher. at that days. So when you had a friend that did you some cassette or something like that, like with a song that you liked, we're like, wow, this is amazing. And maybe you had to wait for months to get something else, you know? So yeah, probably Nirvana would be. In fact, when we talking with Anxela, it was funny because it happened the same to us. We met Nirvana with Nevermind, and it's not an album that we love a lot, but it sounded different. And then when a few years later, when we discovered Bleach, that was like, wow, this is the good shit. Yeah.
And now we don't have to wait for anything. Everything is instant, right?
Yeah, but that's sad too, because a lot of people, I don't know, I love to grab an album and listen to it from the start to the beginning to the end, you know. And nowadays, people doesn't do that anymore. It's like one song, another song, one hit wonders, and all that stuff. Like, okay, I found a band that I love, and it's like, wow, I love this song, and okay, they have just two songs. Okay, what else, you know? It's I don't know, I think that we are losing this tradition of making an album, and despite we have very short albums, you know, but
Right.
yeah, it's a thing, it's a whole thing. So yeah, the industry, the music industry nowadays is changing a lot. So
And how did you settle on Bala as a band name, and what other band names were considered?
well, in fact, finding a name was hard as fuck, because being just two is very difficult. When I say yes and she say no, it's like, okay, we have a problem here. So it took us a lot of time, because the names we liked were taken. And we wanted to be a Spanish word, a short word, and with a lot of meaning. And yeah, it was a struggle on it. But when we find Bala, at first I didn't like it very much, because it was very bellic, you know, like I don't like guns. But yeah, Bala is the word for bullet in Spanish. So yeah, it has everything that we want. It's direct, it's aggressive, and it's short. And yeah, so finally, after a lot of months of struggling, we have to choose one, and that's that's the one we chose.
And you said you don't like guns, but have you been brought up around guns? Are you able to? Have you gone shooting or any of that kind of activity?
No, luckily no. I think that the nearest guns that I had was when we toured in California. That once we heard like a shot, and they were like, yes, this is a shot. And are you sure it doesn't sound like a shot? Yeah, there are a lot of shootings here, and where like this is LA. I couldn't tell it was a gun, but yeah, it is a gun. I don't know. I couldn't tell if it's a gun or not, but I think it's the nearest. And well, in Galicia, we have a lot of. There are no guns. There are larger guns.
Rifles.
Rifles, yeah, for shooting animals and that stuff.
Sure.
So yeah. So when I was a kid, I took the rifle of my grandfather and play, you know, to shoot cans and that stuff. But I don't like guns in a violent way. I mean, I found them attractive and fun to use, but not for killing people or anything like that.
Has Bala always been a two-piece?
Yeah, always, and it will be. It will keep being two of us, I think. Always, they're always asking, and when are you going to introduce a bass? And it's like, no, we're enough. We are good here. We don't want anything else.
Yeah, it's hard enough with two people, let alone having to deal with 3, 4, or 5, right?
Yeah, you know, being two have this advantage. Have good things and bad things too. But for me, it had a lot of more good things than bad things, because I have more bands with more people, and it's always more difficult to agree, or to say, okay, this day can you go to a concert? Oh yes, I can. Oh no, I have to go and eat with my grandpa. Oh no, I have to. And it's like, wow, super difficult. But being just two of us, it's easier for us to agree, and we just need a car, and we put the drums and the amps on it, and it's super easier.
Absolutely. Now, the new album is your third album. It's called, is it Maleza?
Yeah, Maleza. Yep.
Maleza. And it comes out next week, right? On Century Media Records. You must be very excited.
Yes, we are. Totally. We are super, super, super excited about it.
It's 4 videos have been released so far. Which is your favorite, and how do you like making videos?
Well, I work making videos too. So it's something that I like a lot. Probably if I had to choose one, I would choose X, because he's the one with more, I don't know, not budget, but with more. Yeah, it's the biggest bet, Yeah, I would choose that song. It's mine too. So it's the only one in English. We have another one, but we just say like one phrase or something like that in English, and it's the same phrase all over the song. So yeah, probably would be X. I like very, very much that song. I like very much that rhythm, that tupa 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 tupa.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to do something like that. I haven't played those kind of rhythms before, and I just wanted to do that. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. And the video, it's like a very TV look, like wow, it seemed like a true band,
And do you use Adobe Premiere, or are you using Final Cut? What is your editing program of choice?
Of choice, I got used to Final Cut, and now I'm trying to change to DaVinci Resolve, actually, because I just hear great things about it, and I'm trying to change. But I know a lot of Final Cut, and I know all the shortcuts, and I know everything. So it's been a little bit tough, but I think I will get it.
How has the band progressed from Luma? Is it the Loom? The last
Lume.
album was Lume. How has the band progressed from the Loom record to the new one?
Well, we have grown a lot, because since we released the Lume, a lot of things start to happen to us. We went to Australia, we went to Japan, we went to the desert there in California, we went to LA, we went to Colombia. So a lot of great things that we never dream of start to happen. So probably we are more kind of mature, and our sound is more defined. We know better what we want to do and how we want to sound. And yeah, I think it's more consolidated, all the proposals, It's true that we are trying new things too. For example, harmonizing vocals the way we did in Maleza. We've never done that before, but we are continuously experimenting. So.
And are you self-taught, or have you taken lessons in the past?
No, self-taught. Self-taught. Yeah, YouTube. YouTube was my teacher.
Oh, okay. So you did take lessons to some degree.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, no, I'm not a good student at all. I don't spend any time practicing, these rudiments and these things that I should do if I wanted to be higher. But I don't know. I think that the music I love to do just need heart more than head, So yeah, I always say, I should study more. Why I try to make a cover or something like that. But I'm lazy in that aspect. Right? Yeah.
And how did you hook up with Century Media? And how exciting is it to be part of that family?
It's super, super, super exciting. Super exciting because the first two albums, Human Flesh and Lume, we released it with a really small label from Santiago de Compostela in Galicia. And they bet on us from the start, and it was super great because they helped us to reach where we are now. But it's true that when all the tours start to happen, this office start to say, well, maybe for your next work you should look further, and try to look for some label that is more international, that can help you with the tours and all the stuff. So yeah, it was sad because we love this label very much, and they helped us to grow a lot. But yeah, with our feet on earth, where it was the more reasonable step. So we started to look for an office, and that management office was Holy Cuervo, that is based in Spain, and a few people that work in Holy Cuervo who work in Century Media too. So we have a few offers, but when we heard Century Media, we say, what? Yeah, yes, of course, please. Where do we have to sign? So it's super exciting because there are more bands that we love that are there. And yeah, we never dreamed about something so big, because Central Media is big as fuck. So yeah, it's great.
It's going to be an exciting year for you, I'm sure. What do you have planned?
Not very much, because this record, we ended recording it on November 2019, and we had great plans for March and April. Actually, we were going back to the desert and play at the great Papi and Harry's. That is like, it would be a dream come true. But COVID pandemic arrived and everything got stuck. So we've been waiting and waiting and waiting. And now in 2020, we said, okay, we can hold this more on our hands. Please. Spread it to the world. Let's do something, because we're gonna jump from the window, So we started releasing singles, and yeah, on 14th May next week, I think it is. Yeah. Next week we are releasing the album, and we are super excited about it. We have some shows. Actually, the next weekend we are playing in Portugal. We have some shows in Portugal and some shows in Spain, but not the way we would like to. Not the number we would like to, because we love being on the road and playing so much. And actually, maybe we have like 10 concerts for this year that some of them are being cancelled because they are rescheduling the festivals, the big festivals from last year. And they say, yeah, in 2020, but now it's happening that they are falling too. So we don't know. We just hope that this pandemic is getting to an end, and I think we have our views put in 2022 to tour and to have all the gigs we would like to do, and with the people, because I don't know there, but here in Spain the concerts are sit, and Bala is not music to sit down, so
all right.
Yeah, we're not very happy with that, but it's better than nothing. So
but you're not really like a dinner theater band.
No, not at all.
Well, Val, thank you so much for your time. We'll look forward to having you come to America again. I'm sure that you will be here soon. Do you have any final thoughts you'd like to share with people that are going to be watching and listening to this?
Thank you so much. Thank you for your time. We are happy to share with you our album and our music, and we can't wait to go there again. We love America. We would love to be there now, smashing your heads and making your ears bleed. And yeah, hope to meet you in person soon, Zoran. It will be great.